Wide open receiver complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And that is no good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11B. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Paul. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
380. 11B.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, gun. 12, fellas, here we go.
They go play action for Lewis. Now Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Bortles going to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Right, 72. Omaha.
On second down, here's Fournette. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Bortles. Pass incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
372.
Bortles to throw once more. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for him.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A play fake to Lewis. Here's Garoppolo. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
11.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Again, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
39, Lucy.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! I got it!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That's fielded in the end zone. Fights loose. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Forced out to his left. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they